Crowd of boys, peace with the lick read. And I just come to talk to you boys today. I guess give y'all a little story time. I just want to tap in with you boys, man. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my subscribers so far. You subscribe to the channel, and just in general, anybody that comes across this video, man, I appreciate you. Check out the other videos. Encourage other people to keep the channel growing, man. Keep the content coming. I'm coming with it daily. I got audio saved up, ready to go. I don't want to put them out all at the same time. But I'm also recording every day, every other day. Also, sometimes I do two videos a day. Save one for the next day, or wherever the spirit leads me. You dig? So I just come to talk to you boys, man, about my journey a little bit. Tapping in with you boys, giving y'all some pointers and some little bit of story time, like I said. As of right now, I'm 150 days plus, 5 months. I don't count the days. I just reference it from the month where I started to now. Basically, I track about a month. So we're in February now. By like the 20th, around that mark, would be 6 months, half a year. And I was at a point where I didn't see myself going this long of a streak. My second longest streak was 110 days, so just a little bit over 3 months. And I didn't envision myself getting to that point. But this time around, getting up to 150 plus, on my way to 180, I made sure to buckle down and get serious. Really affirm to myself what I want in life, what I want for myself, and how I see myself progressing. And I knew I had to get serious. Just getting out of a divorce, out of a marriage. I may share, I plan to share. I plan to share, more in detail what happened in my marriage. But, the elements around me started to change. And I had realized that I had to start doing things to change myself. Before my divorce, separation, and all that, I was already practicing semen retention here and there. Having a wife is pretty difficult if she's not on the same page as you, as far as not just on the seed retention, but spirituality, the mindset, your goals, what you aspire to do as a man. And something about me is that once when I have my mind set on something, I'm not going to let anyone or anybody deter me from that. And I don't put all my energy into something or somebody if it doesn't correlate with what I'm doing. If the energy don't match, then I can't be a part of it. I can't feed into it. And I'm damn sure not selling my soul to no female to save a marriage, relationship, whatever. So, with that said, my journey was a little bit different, unorthodox. I was still in a marriage, getting ready for a separation and ultimately a divorce. But during that course, man, it helped me because when I made the decision to retain and be serious about it and cut off women, including my wife at the time, when we were still living in the same household, we were still passing each other every day. Man, I slept on a couch for 3 months in my own house because I knew there was something going on around me, and there was a pattern with our relationship where sex sex is healing, but it was too many toxic elements around to get intimate with her and fall back into the same pitfalls with this relationship that we were in, the same cycle we were going through. So something had to change. So I made the decision to change myself, stay more to myself, work on myself. And she decided to go date, seek something outside. And I didn't let that distract me. I got my own business going on. I'm trying to run my own business. This is my first year. So I had to focus, man. I had to really buckle down and say, what do I prioritize more, my livelihood or this woman who is supposed to be my help? You dig? So, you know, we just grew apart in that sense. She wanted different things. I wanted different things. With that said, fellas, just to take away from that little side of this story regarding, you know, my wife and stuff like that, my ex-wife, you know, prioritize what you have to do. My mistake is that in the past, you know, I would put myself to the back burner. I would put other things before me. You know, my family, you know, I got a son, you know, I got a wife, you know, I will put their feelings, their emotions, their wants and their needs before mine, thinking that's what a man is supposed to do. I'm supposed to sacrifice everything. I'm supposed to sacrifice my time, my attention. And fellas, don't do it. Because if you don't wake up and refocus and reshift your thinking and your mind, when this woman says that she's done with you and ready to split or you're not doing enough, she'll leave you in a bad spot. And then you'll have to pick up the pieces. Luckily, I was able to reshift my focus before shit hit the fan, and I was able to rebound quickly. You dig? So fellas, man, make sure that you keep yourselves as a priority. This semen retention with this self-help, self-improve, build your self-confidence. You know, don't let nobody deter you from what you're doing and how you do it. You know, everybody's journey is different, especially on the semen retention. You may fail 10, 20 times on this journey. Just keep going, man, and find that spark. And once you get the ball rolling, man, it turns into a long streak. You know, take certain tips, go back to my videos, man. Hit the like button, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, make sure you subscribe, because I'm coming with daily content to help. Take these tips and apply them. You know, just don't apply one and do one at a time to see how it works. Apply all of them. You know, especially if you're first starting out. Do the cold showers, do the exercise, do the meditation, do the reading. You know, make sure you get rest too. Make sure you get enough sleep. The next thing I want to talk to you boys about is your self-confidence. Being confident. And, you know, some people going through a divorce, a breakup, you know, it's a traumatic experience. You know, it could get you down, especially if your woman goes and starts out dating and she ends up meeting somebody, you know, it's a little hit to the ego. Luckily for me, I already started to practice shadow work and destroying my ego and putting to death the ego right around the same time, man. And that helped me, all praises to the Most High, that helped me with that knowledge and having that to say, you know, this woman, you know, we're married, you know, quote unquote married and stuff like that. She belongs to me, but she doesn't belong to me. You dig? You can't control no human. You can't control nobody's emotions, no matter if you're married to them or not. You got to control yourself and what you can do and what's your outcome. You know, certain plays that these women play is to make you jealous, make you compete, with other men. And that's another thing too, fellas. Like, if you're in a relationship with your girl and she tests you by trying to make you jealous and making you compete with other guys, let her go ahead, bro. You shouldn't be in competition for nobody. You dig? And especially if you have a wife and she's putting you through that, you shouldn't be in competition with another guy for your wife. That don't even make sense. So let that thing go, and don't let it hurt your confidence, because that's what sometimes it could do to a weak-minded man, or just a man in general. It's a hit. I think about it sometimes, but you have to be confident in yourself and moving forward, the decisions that you're making, that you're confident with those, and you stand on it, and you stand on your principles. You stand for what you believe in. Before I leave you guys, I'm gonna leave you with this little bit of a story about confidence. Getting out of this divorce, and the first thing a typical guy would do is to go mess with a bunch of different women. He free from the ball and the chain, so he out here. But my lifestyle is different because I'm on semen retention. And as I said in a previous video, there was this girl I took a liking to, and we kind of connected on a spiritual level, but things went left when sex got involved. Then I jumped back on my semen retention and rode it out to this long street. But at the beginning of my journey, cutting off all women, not dealing with them. But now that I have that self-confidence and I feel better about my situation and what I've gone through, I put myself out there, man. And on the semen retention, when you get the woman attraction, I know guys be like, women aren't chasing me, or or you feel like you're not getting enough attention, or the girl that you may really like or take a liking to, she's not showing you attention, right? The ones that you want to show you attention, she's not. Let me tell you this, fellas. You're a powerful being on the semen retention. So what you have to do in your godhood is command that control. Command what you want. So if you're not getting the woman attraction, or women aren't chasing you, all right, that's cool. What you have to do is assert yourself. Be assertive as a man. And as a man, if you see something that you like, you dig, you go after it. You have to have confidence to say, all right, if she's not paying attention to me, I'm going to approach. And on the semen retention, you're more even killed. It's not about you're going after her for any other benefit, but just to have a conversation, just to talk. This female at work that, she fly to me, you know what I mean? I dig her style a little bit. But she's one of the ones that, when I come around, she averts her gaze. Now, you can take that as that she's uninterested, or you can take that as she doesn't know how to play the situation. Maybe she's been hurt. Maybe, she got other things going on in her life. She's not trying to, maybe she's on a celibate path. She's not trying to mess with any dudes like that, or give away who she likes, or give away her attraction. Women are weird too. Like us men, we don't know how to interact, or if we like a girl, we do certain things that are funny a little bit. But as a man, you have to be confident. And if you see that I'm not going to play the and or game to figure out what this girl, if she likes me or not, or if she's attracted, man, I said fuck it, I just approached her. And a cold approach is hard, but when you're on this journey, my boys, it's so easy just to walk up and spark a conversation. As a man, woman, if I wasn't on the radar before, I'm on the radar now. And she mentioned something to me in the midst of our conversation. It was an even conversation. Like I said, it wasn't anything. I didn't get her number. I didn't seek her number. Just talking to her, conversation, getting to know her. That's when she started smiling, eye contact. Now, before I did this, When I would come around, she would look the other way, look down, act like she's looking at her phone. But in the midst of our conversation, she said to me, "You look like you just keep to yourself." And I know for some, if you don't catch it, like it's just, all right, what's so great about that? It's because she's been watching me. When I come around, yeah, she may look off to the side, avert her gaze, but in the distance, I would catch her looking. And I made a video about this before, catch her looking from afar, see me coming from a distance. And as I get closer, kind of look away. But she noticed me before and noticed how I moved around, but didn't make it too obvious. So that's why I said sometimes you have to be assertive. You have to assert yourself as a man. The attraction is cool, women coming up to you, but sometimes you even have to take that and say, what is she coming to me for? Question it. Use your discernment. If a woman chases you, it's not always a good thing. Trust me. So as a man, you have to assert your masculine energy, and you have to go what you have to go after. I talked about being a lone wolf. That lone wolf eventually has to go out and hunt. The prey just doesn't come up to him and say, here you go. You got to go out there and get it, you heard? So my boys, I'll leave y'all with that. I hope y'all enjoyed this audio. With that said, peace.